welcome back to another episode of the Whisky Diaries. My name is Marmalade and today we're going to be talking about the Benriach Batch 16 editions. Now in this particular edition we're going to be talking about the 30-year-old, but a little bit of information on the Batch 16. It's a series of whiskies that they released in 2019 and basically it's 24 bottles, 8 of them are pitted and the other 16 are unpitted, but they all get aged in different barrels, different casks, different ABVs, and they're all different expressions. This particular expression is a 1998 bottling. So this got distilled in 1998 and bottled in 2019. It's a 30-year-old whiskey. The bottle number is 69 out of 218 bottles produced out of the cask number 4,422. Now 46% ABV, 46.5% ABV, non-tube filtered, and Benriach is always been very famous for producing a really good whiskey. This particular cask that they're using is called a Tokaji Cask. Tokaji or Tokay is a Hungary style of sweet wine that is basically made in the same way that Sauternes wines is made in France. It's basically a grape. It's a white grape that gets attacked by something that's called the noble rot. The noble rot makes the grape actually basically concentrates all the sugars, so it produces a really sweet wine, and it lasts forever. So Sauternes wines, they have found Sauternes cask wines in shipments, in shipwrecks that goes all the way to 1800s, so almost 220 years, and they still were drinkable and are actually delicious. So it's just the amount of sugar that the wine has just doesn't go off. So this one has been aged in that cask, and it's interesting because the color of this whiskey is actually impressive as well. 30-year-old, and it just looks awesome. I love this sort of color in a whiskey. And as I said, it's a 30-year-old Benriach, and you just can't go wrong with this whiskey. This one isn't pitted as well, so I'm just gonna try it. I haven't tried this whiskey yet, so I'm super interested in to see how this is going to come out. The other thing as well, that for a 30-year-old whiskey, this actually sells for $899 online, Australian dollars. So that's not expensive for a 30-year-old, especially in a particular cask as Tokaji, and also part of the Batch 16 series, which means it's highly collectible because they're not going to be any more available. Wow, that's a very interesting aroma. That's just sweetness. It's almost like a sherry a little bit, but it's a little bit sweeter than sherry. Oh wow, that's special. It's like drinking liquid chocolate, but like bitter chocolate. It's not sweet, but it has a certain weight to the palate. It's actually syrupy. It's like, that is incredible. That is probably one of the best 30-year-olds I've had in a long time. If you can get yourself a bottle of this, I highly recommend it. They sell it at nix.com.au, so there are plenty of bottles left. So hopefully you can get yourself one, and because I will definitely get one. Slàinte mhath, and we'll see you next time.